Ciao YouTube and welcome, I'm bardOZ, I'm a professional Valorant player and I have a few world records in cover. I've been playing FPS games for almost 20 years and I've been using gaming peripherals for most of this time. So today I'll be reviewing the Endgame Gear XM1R, which Endgame Gear sent to me, so thank you so much Endgame Gear for sending me this mouse. My version of the mouse is the one called Dark Frost, which as you can see has got a matte coating, which feels great, and you can kind of see through, which is very cool. So let's start by talking about the most important thing of a mouse, in my opinion, which is the shape. This is kind of a large mouse. I'll show you here compared to my main mouse, the Logitech G Pro Wireless X Super Light, and you can see like they're both kind of large mice. Okay, if you you have to remember that my hands are 19.5 by 10. So consider the fact that if you have smaller hands, you might not enjoy this mouse as much as I did. So let's talk about the rest of the shape. The shape is supposed to be kind of similar to a Zoe S2, I guess, as you can see here. But in hand, they feel really different, really different. I really like the way that the sides kind of slope inwards, because with my grip, which you can see here, especially you can see in the ring finger, I kind of follow the slope of the mouse and that allows me to pick it up and have a lot of grip. So I think that really helps, and I really like that part of the shape. Plus, it's kind of wide at the bottom, very wide, and you can see with my grip, I kind of use the base of my palm to stabilize the mouse. So the fact that it's so wide makes it so that it's not gonna move, you know, it doesn't really have any degree of freedom here at the bottom. So it's very stable and I feel very in control when I use it, which I really like. So I really like the shape. The only thing, it could have been a little taller in the middle maybe for me, just to feel the base of my palm a little more, but you know, kind of like the ZA shape from Zoe, but not everyone loves it, and if they did that it would be harder to palm, and this mouse is actually, you know, you can palm it because it's very long and flat, so I still love the shape anyway. I'm actually considering making this my main mouse, so that means something. Now let's move on to the cable, because I mean, compared to my main mouse, which is the GPX, this was the main difference for me, because it's a cable mouse, it's not wireless, and honestly this is the best cable that I've ever tried. I've tried maybe the second best was the Final Mouse Ultralight Phantom, which I own, but this is insane. Like when you're using it, if you use a bungee, it really feels wireless. It doesn't pull at all on the mouse and it's insanely soft. It's great, honestly. I have no idea how they pull this off, because I know paracords, they cannot really be sold by a company. So this is not a paracord, this is a normal cord, but it's insane. I really like the cable. It does feel wireless. So cable, great. So now let's move on to the clicks. I'm not gonna make you listen to the clicks, because you can find those noise tests everywhere, but I can tell you the feel. They feel great. Clicking on this is insane. What I really liked is that it's not just mouse 1 and mouse 2 that are great. Like the side buttons are also very clicky, and I love a tactile feel to a side button. And like, I love using this mouse. I don't know, I really fell in love with this. I didn't expect this to be this good, by the way. Like, I test a lot of mice and not often do I actually consider making them my main mouse, but I did with the XM1R. So now let's move on to the feet. They're great, and also the mouse comes with a pair of additional feet, a little larger than the ones that it ships with, but honestly I don't feel like changing them. I really like the feeling of these ones. They're very smooth. As I told you, like, I really like the ones in the GPX. I feel that it's very smooth, but I cannot feel a difference in glide between the two. They're both very good mouse feet. So mouse feet, they're a plus. You know, they also have the ring close to the sensor, which is always good, so that if you push, it's not gonna hit the plastic. And then you've got the scroll wheel, something that is very important, especially if you change your gun with the scroll wheel or jump, which I do in Valorant. And I really like it. It's tensioned enough that it won't make you have fake clicks, something that happens with the GPX. So like, for example, when you're jumping and bunny hopping and moving the mouse wheel like this, with the GPX sometimes it kind of gets stuck between two steps, so that when you move the mouse it goes on to the next step and you jump, and that's terrible. Or it comes back and I change my gun, so it changes my gun, and that can, you know, make you die. But this one is a little more clicky, I could say, so it's not gonna get stuck between 2 points, and I like that. And so shape's good. I really like the cable. I really like the mouse fit. The weight could have been a little better, because this is 70 grams. I'll show you here in the box. This is, by the way, the box. Very normal box, but I like it. I like the fact that, you know, it's shiny. Around 70 grams. After getting used to the GPX, which is 59, I can kind of tell a difference. And I would have preferred if it was you know, around 59 too, but it's just because I was kinda ruined by the GPX. Now I want all of my mice to be super light, but 70 grams is still light. It's not like it's 100 plus grams mouse, so, you know, you should definitely try it out. I don't think you can feel the difference in weight unless you've been playing with super light mice for a long time. So the sensor, you know, it's a flawless sensor. I told you in the GPX review, like, you can't really get a bad sensor nowadays. They're all insane, they're all flawless, so it's pointless. I don't even know how high DPI it gets, because you shouldn't be playing at maximum DPI anyway. I can tell you that I tried it at 400, 800 and 1600 and it works flawlessly, as expected. So let's talk about the price. This is not an expensive mouse. It costs 60 euros, which, you know, is kind of in the middle of mice right now, because you've got mice like this, which cost like 150 euros, you know, stock price. And you've got like cheaper mice like a G203 and budget mice. This is kind of in the middle, but honestly for 60 euros, it's a great value. You know, the cable, everything is really refined, and mine has absolutely no build control issues. It doesn't make any noise when you move it. It's very stable, very sturdy. I really like it. So how does it perform in game? Well, I told you that I'm considering actually switching to this as my main mouse, so it should be clear that I'm really enjoying it in games. I've tried it in Apex Legends, Valorant and Kovacs. You can see some clips during this video. And I tried it on stream, so make sure to check the VOD as long as it's there. And I love it. I really love it. I think it might be my new main mouse. So honestly, considering Endgame gear, you know, they only recently got into the world of mice. I think they're doing great, so congratulations on getting gear. This is a great product, and honestly, I think you guys should try it, especially if you have hands that are almost my size and your grip is kind of similar to mine, or your claw. I think you will love this mouse. So that's it. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, and see you next. Bye bye.